If you're thinking about having weight loss surgery, you may have heard some myths, some urban legends, some tall tales that kind of don't sound true. And those stories can keep you stuck, can keep you from getting the health care you need. So today we're going to do some myth busting. My name is Sean. I had a mini gastric bypass in March 2022. I've lost 140 pounds and I'm a health journalist. And now I help other people who are thinking about having weight loss surgery. So let's talk about some of these myths and I'll share what the truth is. I'm going to be straight up with you. And as we start, if you've heard any particular myths, drop those in the comments, just because I'd like to know what other people are hearing or what you may have heard. So that way, maybe in other videos, we can address those. Let's hop into this list of 5 myths about weight loss surgery. You'll commonly hear these from people in your life, and I like to assume that they mean well, but they just don't know that much about weight loss surgery. And so they tell you the only thing that they know, and what they know might not be based in truth at all. And I feel like you deserve to make your decision about weight loss surgery on the truth, not based on a myth or on something that's changed over the grapevine, kind of like playing a game of telephone. So we're going to bust some myths. The first one is something that you'll hear a lot, and that is you're going to die, or that the death rate from bariatric surgery is really high. The truth is that within the first month, the first 30 days of having weight loss surgery, the death rate is 0.13%, or about 1 in 1,000. So the death rate is not very high. On the flip side, it's important to keep in perspective that having weight loss surgery prevents early death by, or reduces the risk of early death by 30 to as much as 50%. And that is significant. Okay, let's go to myth number 2. You'll hear this a lot too from people who may mean well, but they just don't know that much about weight loss surgery. And that is the complications aren't worth it. There are so many complications. Don't do it. Again, I feel like you deserve to make a decision out of truth. And the truth is about 4% of people who have weight loss surgery have a serious complication. Weight loss surgery is safer than having gallbladder surgery. It's safer than having your appendix removed. It's safer than having a knee replacement. And when you do have a complication, or if you do experience a complication, it's treatable. Some of the things that you can do to help alleviate any fears that you might have or any concerns you might have about complications is talk to your surgeon about their experience and what they do in case there's a complication. There should be a plan, and that might put your mind at ease. All right, let's go to the third myth. You're going to regain all the weight anyway. Why go through it? You're going to regain the weight. The truth is that about 20% of people regain a significant amount of weight. That doesn't mean they regain all the weight. And for people who do regain weight, there is treatment available, even after you have a powerful treatment like surgery. And a lot of people mistakenly think like surgery is the ultimate, the last resort type of treatment, when actually there are more things that physicians can do now to help people who do regain weight or who get stuck and can't reach their health goal or reaching a healthy weight. So keep in mind that obesity is a chronic disease. There is no cure. Surgery is not a cure. It's a very powerful treatment. But surgery is a chronic disease, and even after we have surgery, we still need to have ongoing medical care and monitoring to make sure that we're maintaining our weight loss or maintaining a healthy weight. So if you do start to regain, have a plan B. Reach out to your surgeon or reach out to an obesity medicine specialist to get help. That way they can pinpoint if there are some biological factors going on that are causing the regain or keeping you from reaching a healthy weight, and they can offer treatment to help you get to a healthy weight. Okay? So keep that plan B in mind. Let's go to myth number 4. Oh, myth number 4. Surgery is the easy way out. Honey, there is absolutely nothing easy about having 80% of a major organ removed. It changes your life forever. Am I glad I did it? Yes. Is it easy? Honey, Next, let's go to myth number 5. You're going to lose your teeth. Your teeth are going to fall out. That's not true. It is true that some people who have bariatric surgery have more enamel erosion problems. And usually that's because people who have acid reflux or people who are experiencing a lot of vomiting, and not everybody has that experience, or people who don't stay on their supplement program. So you can prevent dental problems by sticking to a really good dental care routine. So you're brushing after meals, you're flossing at least once a day, you're using a good mouth rinse, and let your dentist know that you're planning to have or you've had bariatric surgery so they can help you. The other thing is to stick to your supplement routine. Take your multivitamin, take all of the other supplements that you need to take and stick to that routine. So that way you're supporting your dental health and your bone health, okay? So those are the 5 myths. If you've heard any other myths, please drop those in the comments and I'll make a follow-up video to this so we can keep myth busting and we can give people good information so they can make a decision about their health. I'm going to ask a favor. Would you please subscribe to my channel? And the reason I'm asking this is not just for me, but I'm really passionate about helping people who are exploring bariatric surgery. I don't know if you know this, but only 1% of people in the United States who are eligible for bariatric surgery actually have surgery because access and there's so many barriers are an issue. And so I want to help people who are exploring and want to improve their health through weight loss surgery. And if you subscribe to my channel, it will let the YouTube algorithm know to get this video in front of more people who might need it. So you'll be doing somebody a favor if you subscribe. All right, I have a couple of tools that might help you on your journey. The first one is if you're at the beginning of your journey and you're still learning more about the different procedures that are available, I have a website called the Bariatric Surgery Explorer. The link is in the video description and you can go there and you can read more about each of the most common procedures. And if you're looking at costs and how much it'll cost if you have to pay out of pocket, there's a cost comparison tool. So you can compare different procedures and you can compare across countries. You can compare across the United States, Mexico, and Turkey. The costs there are all averages. Each surgeon has a different cost list, but this will give you a ballpark so you can start planning. The other thing that I offer is one-on-one support calls. These are calls designed to help you save time and money as you're planning your surgery. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a therapist or a nutritionist, so I can't give you that kind of advice. But what I can do is I help people figure out how to find a surgeon, if you're thinking about having surgery abroad, how to find a good surgeon abroad, what to do if your insurance denies you, options for exploring financing your surgery, and other things to really help you get on a road to having surgery. If I knew what I share in these calls, I would have saved myself a lot of time. It took me about 2 years from the time I decided to have surgery to the point where I actually had surgery. And if I'd had this kind of support, I probably would have saved at least a year. So if you feel like these calls might be helpful to you, if you go to the video description, there's a link to my Calendly. Find some time that works for you. And when you book, you can let me know what you'd like to focus on or what your concerns are. And we'll spend an hour together focusing on the things that are important to you. After the call, I'll send you a personalized follow-up email and I'll recap the things that we talked about. Plus, I'll send you some resources and I've even got a couple of bonuses for you. So go to the video description and you can find the link to my Calendly to book. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still with me, I have some other videos in the channel that you might find helpful. And I wish you all the best. Take care.